What's happening, FlowChat Connector? In this video, I'm going to share exactly how to stop wasting time building high-ticket sales proposals when you may not ever even need them. Stay tuned. What's up, FlowChat Connector? Hope you're having a great day today. In today's high ticket, we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to focus on time wasters, time killers, and things that steal time from the sales professional, right? One of those things is building proposals. I know a lot of people hate those when they get really, really expensive. I remember a time when I was selling roofing material, and before I could even ever present anything to any client, I had to build like a 30 to 50 page report and take it in as kind of my sales aid or my sales tool. And it took me hours and hours and hours of time. And there was a small percentage of deals that I actually won after doing that. And so what I decided to do is figure out how to actually sell without having to build those freaking things, because they took forever and they made me pull my hair out and I was angry and it wasn't cool. But there is a way around it. And today I'm going to share the true secret with you of how to do that. It's very, very simple. So the question came in from Ralph. Ralph asked this. He says, Sean, I constantly find myself putting together proposals that never go anywhere. I was in that boat. I used to do the same thing. How do I stop having to do this or win more deals before having to do the work? And the answer is super simple, right? The answer comes in a form of two words, right? The words are let's pretend, right? So I'll write those down there. Let's pretend. So this is how we're going to use these words. I'm going to give you a scenario and just wanted to add that banner and share it. Let's pretend. So when you get to the sales conversation and you've gotten all the way through and everything looks good, right? So you're in the place where you know that they have the problem that you solve, and you know that they have the budget that you can, that you charge so that you can afford time, energy, and money, not just money. And you know how they typically make decisions. And at this stage, you've gotten even an emotional close in the conversation. And so now what happens next? Well, then the client, or maybe you're not quite there, but the client or the potential client, the prospect says to you this. They say, hey, Sean, could you, man, all this stuff sounds wonderful, what you're talking about. Could you take all this information, go back and build me a very custom proposal and bring it back and share it with me? And then we'll look at it. Now, most traditional salespeople freak out in excitement and they go, yeah, I could go do that. No problem. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take all the information we talked from my notes. I'm going to build this badass proposal and spend hours and hours and hours building the thing to come back, deliver it, and only to be told, it's not a good fit for us right now. Timing's bad. This is not happening, whatever. And you get brushed off and you lose the deal. Well, that sucks. Nobody wants to lose that deal. So how do we prevent that actually from happening? You're in the conversation. You get to the place where the prospect says, would you please put together, the requirements of the project, the specs, the delivery, the everything, put the pricing, the line items, all the stuff. They're going to ask you to put it together and bring it back and show them. Before doing that, we use those words, let's pretend, okay? And so the conversation sounds right just like this. They say that, hey, would you go build me this proposal? And you say immediately, I'm happy to do the work. Let's pretend that I did that. And I went back and I identified the exact problem that you're having. I showed you exactly the solution that's going to be the right fit for it. I knew that it was going to be inside of your budget. And I already know that we're going to be able to work together. All the people that make the decisions are going to love what they're going to see. Let's say I did all that and it was flawless and perfect. What would happen then? And then you just be quiet. Because at that stage, what the prospect have to do is they're going to have to commit to saying, well, if it's right within our budget and answers our problem, it's in our, all the decision makers are here and they that's going to be the right fit. Well, then we would move forward. Okay, move forward means, and you can see what I'm doing here. I'm sticking the stake in the ground with the commitment of move forward means you would cut me a purchase order or you'd give me a credit card or you make the payment or I just say move forward means, well, then we would move forward and start working together. Okay, so then that means you would invest with me and we would be good to go. Yes? Okay, now I've just confirmed that all I have to do is go home and build a proposal that just has those few elements in that. And what's really beautiful about doing this is now you can actually pull apart just the things that you think you need to put in your proposal to close the deal. Because most people, when they're building a proposal, they're going to put everything in their mom inside of this proposal and they're going to bring it back and it's going to be way overwhelmed. The reason people don't buy sometimes is because of overwhelm. The reason people leave any membership group is because of overwhelm. So in your proposals, let's not do overwhelm. If you have to build a proposal, use the let's pretend game and just pull out the items that you need to put in there. So again, hey, could you go back and build me this proposal? Ah, sure, I'm happy to do the work, but let's pretend I did that. Okay, there's the word let's pretend. Let's pretend I went and I put together that proposal for you and it was perfect, right? It answered the question, the problem that you're having right now that we've just discussed. I know that you can afford it from this, is where the money's going to come from. And these are the people that are going to make the buying decision and they look at it and they're going to love it. And it's completely going to solve your problem. What would happen then? And the prospect will say to you, yes, this is going to be the thing. Or you'll get the other one, which is it'll be a stall. Well, we'll have to review it and then, wow, okay, well, I'm not going to go down and put the time in to actually build that proposal unless I can get a little bit more of a commitment from you, because that's going to take me a lot of time. And I don't like to waste time. I like to go fast and get results. And if you can say that to a prospect, they're going to be like, whoa, man, this guy's really ready to go and he's going to solve my problem and do good things, right? Now it's going to reforce them to think their decision. And you're either going to pull them back from being on the fence to a yes, or they're going to be a yes from the start. Either way, you're going to win the deal. So if you're stuck in having to build a proposal, play the let's pretend game. It's very simple. Let's pretend I did that. I'm happy to do the work. I'm going to show you that this is how I'm going to solve your problem. It's going to be within your budget and it's going to make all the decision makers are going to love the solution and it's going to look like this, this, and this. What would happen next when I do that? And then just wait, because they'll make a commitment or they won't. And that, my friends, is how you don't waste time building high ticket sales proposals anymore. And you will increase your efficiency of closing those deals and you'll put more money in your bank account and will make big impact for your prospects and your clients. So with that said, guess what? You've just been tuned up. There's a FlowChat connector inside of each and every one of you. Don't forget to smash that like button, feed the algorithm gods, because more people need this information. I know they do. And make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications and all that good stuff. And I will look forward to seeing you next time.